We're proud to be at the heart of the world-leading innovations around social change and economic development that have defined Salford and Greater Manchester since the Industrial Revolution and transformed it into the thriving city region it is today.
Through our research, we help business to innovate, promote more productive employment practice, and make sure that fair and responsible policies are enacted.
It's part of our civic duty to support the economic development of our region, working with our local authorities, working with our local government, working with our individuals in communities and our businesses. And for the small businesses across Greater Manchester and the North West, it's very important that they have access to support that their larger counterparts sometimes don't have, and that's a role that a university can play.
There's a really wide range of projects that take place at NERIC. We have support businesses who are food and drink manufacturers. They manufacture products of all different sorts. We help businesses to understand where they could start with robotics and automation, and we help businesses that are really advanced.
I'm a social policy academic. My research focuses on the impact of government welfare reforms, particularly in relation to the social security benefits system. My research for the last decade has been focusing on marginalised communities who are accessing that system. And in particular, I've been looking at military veterans who are leaving the military, sometimes with quite significant issues and challenges, and then coming into contact with a government system that's quite punitive and experiencing it in quite negative ways.
University of Salford supports large businesses, and that is really important. With 61% of the UK population work for an SME, and we need to lift productivity at all levels across all different organisations, size and type.
The policy engagement we've done and the positive relationship that we've developed with the Department for Work and Pensions has given me an insight into how this has been part of evidence-based policy making for them and how they've been able to use what we've done to make changes to their service. And that's a pretty amazing thing for a researcher, to see that what you've produced has helped to change policy and practice within a government department. We've tracked the experiences of veterans over many years, and you can see when talking to them, they can see changes that have been made. When you've spoken to them year on year, they've started talking about the Armed Forces Champions and how that support has been introduced since we've started this process of doing this research.
The Centre for Sustainable Innovation was established to address a gap for small businesses and large businesses in the region. We look at how they embed digital transformations, look at how they can become more sustainable in their business practices, and help them to understand that whole journey around innovation and what that means for them. And that's why the centre was established, to be that interdisciplinary connection between academia and private sector.
The UK has increased its adoption of robotics and automation in recent years, but we haven't increased that adoption as quickly as other countries are.
Economic growth in the North West and Greater Manchester in particular is a key focus, and for Salford we're right at the heart of all of that activity. We are ensuring that our partnerships both with industry and academia, working with NERIC, working with the Centre for Sustainable Innovation, are allowing us to be at the heart of what businesses need and be at the cutting edge of innovation to support the region and support our prosperity going forward in the future.
The work that I'm doing at Salford has enabled me to help shape policy and ensure that marginalised communities, including military veterans, are able to access the social security system in an equitable way.
It starts in Salford, a place where ideas are formed that shape the world.